Hey, how y'all doing? Another edition of Cup Chronicles here. You know, I think I'll call this one Country Dogs versus City Dogs. I love dogs like mostly everybody else in America. Most people love dogs. Some people gotta definitely fear dogs. And wait a minute. Oh, hey, honey, can you bring my cup, please? Thank you very much. She's all right. I think I'll keep her. Excuse me. Anyway, look, like I said, I like dogs like anybody else. So that's the first thing I want you to remember this. I'm talking about a time that was some years ago. Uh, Truth is, back in the country, we normally got a dog when somebody else's dog just so happened to have puppies. They got extra puppies. They say, hey, man, you want a dog? Like, yeah, why not? There you go. You get a dog. Now, you can bring a dog home. Your father, mother wouldn't say a word. You know, it's up to you to take care of the dog. You get out there, you start trying to build a little dog house and everything like that. And that's how we got dogs in the country. Shots. Maybe they got one rabies shot. Wasn't nobody taking no dog to the vet. We didn't know about all them different dysphoria and typhoid and all them. My dog done have more shots than I have in my life. And they're twice as expensive. But I love him so he gets all that. But when I was in the country, our country dogs, they ain't get none of that type of stuff. Now, what's that? Dog food. You go to the grocery store now, you walk down the aisle, it's a whole freaking aisle of dog food from top to the bottom and bottom to the top. All different kinds, nutritions, all that. Well, our dogs ate one thing. They might get lucky and get some kibbles and bits, and that's about it. But I can see me now picking up a bag of kibbles and bits and trying to put them into my mother's grocery cart. Boy, she'd have slapped me with that bag of kibbles and grits, and they've been all over the floor. So, what did country dogs eat? Let me see. They probably ate beans, greens, ham, lamb, tomatoes, potatoes, bread, oatmeal, cream of wheat, cereal, you name it. That sounds like a good song. But anyway, that's what we would do. Whatever we ate, we finish it up, scrape it all in the bowl, take it out to the dog, and the dog ate. But now if you go to the store today and look at the ingredients of the best dog food, it's the exact same thing that we used to feed our dogs in a different manner. We were on to something. We wasn't doing all this stuff like they're doing now. But we was ahead of our time. So let's get back to being a country dog. You go down your grandfather's house or grandparents are in the country. I'm talking deep country, not country like it is deep country, right? There was no dog had a name. If a dog did happen to have a name, the dog's name was probably Lady. And you knew who she was? She was that pregnant dog that always had all them things hanging from the bottom of her. And they're like every time you go down their house, she just had another litter of puppies. You know, wasn't no Planned Parenthood around there for them dogs. They just spitting out dogs like rabbits and everything. She always had them things. Now, let me tell you the most important thing about country dogs. There's an unwritten law that when you pull up to somebody's house in the country, you do not get out your car. Why? Well, if you got out your car, between the distance from your car to the front door, it's no man's land. If you got out, once you halfway there, those snarling dogs will run from underneath the house. Now you're in no man's land. You got a dilemma. You got to figure out which way do I go? What do I do? Do I run to the door? Person might not open the door as soon as you get there. Do I try to make it back to the car? I don't know. Them dogs, they country dogs, they really fast. They coming up on you snarling. So like God tells you sometimes, maybe you just need to stand still. Because if you move, you in trouble. You're going to get them all excited now. So now that you're in the twilight zone, option number one, run. Nope, that's not an option. Option number two, scream. Nope, you better not, because now you're really going to agitate them. Stand still. That's all you can do. Many times I went to somebody's house and rode up with somebody else, and they jumped out the car, and I had to scream, hey, get back in this car. I don't know if you ever seen the movie called Kojo. Kojo used to wait until people got halfway in between anywhere they go, and then he would come get you. That's a country dog. He was a good country dog. So you just stand still and pray that someone comes from inside the house to see what's going on and saves you. Now, anytime you go to the country, there's usually a lead dog. He's the one that's always causing all the trouble, and every other dog gonna follow that dog. So that's the one you got to be leery of. Because when he come up around you, and let's call him for a sake of another name, let's call him Scar. And his pack look like a pack of hyenas. They just sniffing and stuff running around. And Scar just got that look on you like, if you make one move in the wrong direction, and he puts that little growl on you, I'm like, Jesus, what in the world? So, oh, another thing, country people, that's why we always carry pocket knives too. At least if we get into a fight with some dogs, we got something to help us out. We might not make it, but they going down too. So, anytime you remember, you go to the country, don't get out your car. Don't be happy. You ain't seen your grandmother in 2 years. Don't be so happy to just jump out the car and run and go see her. Because them dogs going to cut you off. They're going to cut you off before you get halfway there. And of course, you know the person that comes out to open the door, you know what they always say about that dog? Oh, don't worry about that dog. He ain't bothering nobody. But he got a death look and a death grip looking right at you like he going to get you. So I got out the car, went on up there and made it to my uncle's or my grandfather's house. And this one dog took a look at me. And he gave me that look like, yeah, I almost caught you slipping. And I looked at him, yeah, you did. But I better not catch you slipping on this road the next time I drive down here. Because I will swerve and run in the ditch to get some of you. So my advice is, y'all, don't never let them catch you slipping. Don't be so happy to jump out the daggone car. And Lord knows, don't let your chillin' jump out the car running up to grandma's house. Oh, city dogs. Yeah, they wimps. Enough said. Have a great day.